debate before we got here, and also through the text. Longevity.
Here we go.
When it comes to a player's longevity, how should that be weighted when we talking about a player's legacy? Because it started from me and you getting into a debate about Chris Paul and his current situation.
Mm-hmm.
I'm coming from the side where he's about to be 37, 36 right now.
I agree.
So many miles on his body. He's only 6 foot.
Okay.
He already has injury history, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm. So at this point, only thing Chris Paul can do for me is add to his legacy. He can't diminish it. Like, at a certain point, you're not even supposed to be this even productive at this age. Before you get that out. If you look at Chris Paul's season this year, this was his lowest scoring average season.
Okay.
And if you looked at the way he was playing this year, he was more focused on passing. Like, I don't think he could even put as many points as he did early in his career because I don't think you would have seen the drop-off like you did. This was like a 4 or 5 point drop-off. I think when it comes to Chris Paul, he's already locked in. Like, I'm not going to weight his legacy up of what he does now. Like, I can't do that. Because at some point, when is Father Time real? If it's not real, is it real? Like,
I wait. You want to launch? Because I got so much to say on this. You want to launch?
You can't hold. You have to hold it against them if you're going to talk about Bron scoring 30 and 40 a game. Oh, that's so wonderful.
Yeah, it adds to it. It adds to it. Those are the
He ain't playing defense.
Right.
But then you say if Chris Paul ain't scoring, that that diminishes him. You know what I mean?
But you're not responding to me because I said it adds.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just talking about because of what people say.
Yeah.
And I think it can diminish it because if he get hurt again in the playoffs this year, you know what I mean? I think that brings him down a notch to me personally.
Right, but whatever you don't got him where you got him now. It's just going to stay that way.
Yeah.
You're not going to move him from 6 to 7. Like, it's just going to stay where you got him. He's not going to enter your top 5. He's just going to stay out of it.
People got him over John Stockton?
That depends on who
you ask. Right. Depends on who you ask.
I think for him, he's over John.
I don't think so.
I do.
I don't think so.
I think he's over John now.
Yeah.
Last year I didn't have him there. This year I think he's over John.
Especially if he get hurt again this year.
By him getting to the finals, I put him over John.
Yeah, John got there, 3 times?
Twice. That's it. And so he gets back there again. This is the second time, just like John.
And that adds to him, right? That continues to add, right?
What,
CP, right?
No, because he's lit.
I mean like to his legacy. Right?
Yeah. But see,
without Booker.
With this conversation of longevity, here's my thing. Now you know where I hold CP.
That's your guy. That's your guy.
You know where I hold CP. All right. My problem with what you're saying with CP not holding it against him, it may not drop him a spot, but I'm going to hold it against him with the position of his teams. If his teams gets knocked out the first round and he goes down because of him not stepping up. Now, he could play. Now, you say he's 37, so I'm not expecting him to show out like he did in the Pelicans.
What's stepping up? Can you define that for me? Like, what's stepping up for him?
What stepping up is you control. We've already shown. He's already proven, even in this age, he still has the ability to control the game.
Right.
He may not be able to affect it points wise, but he still has the ability to control the game, and then at timely manner,
be the leader on the floor.
Right, be the leader on the floor, and then
that will never go away.
Huh?
That will never go away.
Right, but it also at a timely manner, he knows when his team needs a bucket, how to get them a bucket.
Right.
Whether he has to shoot the bucket or he finds the right person to get that bucket.
Right.
What I'm saying is, by Book going down, and by him he said it out his own. I'm only going by what he says in the level that he's playing at.
Right.
He's still even with his old age, he's still playing at a decent all-star level.
Right.
So I'm still going to expect an all-star caliber performance from you. I'm not going to expect no Steph Curry, no Dame 50-point shootout. Mm-hmm. No, that'll be a miracle for them.
15 and 8.
Huh?
15 and 8.
No, I need at least 20. I need about at least 20, 24 from you.
And 8?
Yeah, 20, 24 for points a game. Right. I need that from you.
Your point?
I need that from you. I need that from you because they can't lose with him not going out swinging.
Right.
Because I'm gonna hold that against him.
Right, but if you got, because he had a great game yesterday, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But the game before that, he was bad.
Right.
Right.
So at some point, Father Time does kick in. So if the next game he has another bad shooting night, I can't at certain points, did we hold Hakeem? Well, listen, Hakeem last 5 years were bad.
But he wasn't considered a superstar.
Right, I'm just saying his last 5 years was bad. His Father Time caught up to him, right?
That's a different situation.
No, I'm just saying he was injured and Father Time caught up to him.
I agree with the playoffs, they weren't.
No, right, but overall he was going down.
Right.
His numbers went down.
Everything was going down with him. Right.
We don't hold him for having 5 bad years against him.
No, because he was out of the superstar conversation.
Right, we talking about if you're productive.
Right, no longer superstar.
Look, if you play long and you're productive,
that's not even that. Hakeem wasn't even in the All-Star
Yeah,
conversation.
Right.
Yeah.
So if somebody is still playing even close to that at this point, that's an ad. That's not a dimension.
You gotta hold it.
But
If you're productive like Chris Paul, LeBron, if they're productive and producing at a certain, you gotta hold it, the positive and the negative. You can't just hold it. Oh, when they have a great game, they beat 5 times.
But when they have a bad game, that's
it's just
five
age.
times. Yeah, you can't do that. No,
Yeah, you can't go up and
Yeah,
down with
can't
it.
go-
As we
It's
know
gotta
about
work both ways.
As we know about Father Time, as the great Kobe said,
It's
on his
undefeated.
right chair,
Yeah.
not even that. It could creep up any moment.
Yeah, no, it can't.
And-
But you can't.
moment.
But up and down.
But what happens with But what happens with
I'm
Father? But just
Right.
with that conversation, when that creeps up, you don't beat it, or you don't all of a sudden pop out of it for a moment and then pop back in. No, it courts you.
You can do it every now and then. Like it don't like
But-
consistently. We talking about. Remember last game, CP had a good game, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he only had 9 points up into the quarter. So if at some point they play more aggressive defense, they double him. He's getting exhausted now because he got to set this person up, do this. His body can't hold that up consistently.
But
throughout
you're
full
talking
quarter.
about from a game-to-game basis. What
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about is for the series. I don't care if
Okay.
it takes to a 7-game series
Right.
to where one game he plays good, the next game he plays bad because Father Time, next game he plays good, the next game he plays bad to the point to where they eventually win the series. All I'm saying is he cannot go down and let Phoenix go down with him having consecutive bad game because of Father, because all of a sudden he just can't score.
All right, what about he has the next, what is it, 2-1, right? 2-1?
Yeah, it's 2-1 right now. So,
So,
he played
what
bad
if he has played a good game, he has a good game next game?
That's 3.
Another good game after that.
That's
But then
4.
the last game, he has in the bad game. And then that's an important game. Something to be applauded. Like longevity, like being somebody, especially if you're injury prone.
I don't.
See,
Yes,
that's
they would
that's
do it.
right. That's a different conversation because because if you
Yeah.
if you hold longevity, then it's like we was talking about off camera. There's a lot of different conversations that need to be had about where we hold players that have made a career out of being longevity because of that. Their career stats look the way they do, not because of their skills, but because of longevity.
Best Carter
Yeah.
being one.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So, Kareem, you got Brian about to pass Kareem. All these people being able to play at a high level for longevity, we have to have a whole different conversation.
Like a lot of people don't know. Like 'cause
That's what-
I remember. Sorry, I remember because when Kareem was on the tail end, the Lakers would put him in to get a certain amount of points,
And
like
then take
10,
him out. Yeah,
then take him out, and he want to see him the rest of the game.
Right.
You know what I mean? But a lot of people don't remember that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
We're talking about a year.
Yeah, I'm just saying the whole season they will put
Right,
him
we're
in
talking
to
about
get
a year. Like longevity is
right,
like,
just to build up his stats.
right, but he was 40. So longevity is 37, 38, 39. Like it's
But
not just
I'm
one
just
year.
saying, I'm not just taking 1 year.
Yeah,
He played
they
to
didn't
what,
do that every year.
45?
They didn't do it every year.
Now he paid the 40.
Yeah, 40. But some of them years, same thing. They would let him get his stats,
Right.
and then they would sit him down. I'm telling
Right,
you.
but they made a
look at
late
them last couple years.
Right, but they made a late playoff run, and when he was in his late 30s, like 37, and they played Boston, and he won, and he was contributing. He played a lot of minutes, and he was contributing. So it wasn't like he was just like his last 4 or 5 years. They were just doing that. Like he was still doing Kareem numbers. The only thing that dropped was his rebounding. And his points dropped, but that's natural. But,
Yeah,
but his rebounding was the main.
And
thing.
actually, you can make an argument they were the first ones that started the whole rest.
yeah, you should.
Yeah,
You
to
should,
find, but
though.
at that
You
age,
should.
right? At
Yeah,
that age, you should. Right,
should.
you should. But no, that's my only issue with longevity to me. Yeah, that's a skill set, and people who are able to still play at an elite level should be commended for that because not everybody can do
But you're
that.
gonna get criticized.
But you're
on both
going to
ends.
have to be able to take the level of criticism that's coming with that if you're still playing at an all-star level.
Right.
Like, we're not expecting you to be a young self and do what you did back in the day when you was in your
Right.
prime. That's not what I'm not expecting you to do. But if you are still the star of that team and you are still the leader of that squad, then you got to be the player. And then when
What if
when
it
your
takes
team,
that?
Huh?
What if it takes that?
Take what?
What if you so like behind the 8 ball in the series that it takes you to revert back to yourself to win? Like because now if you
I don't expect that from you.
That's right.
I don't expect that from you. Like when Brian was out here scoring these 30-something, 40, 50-something point games, that was just a blow to me. I didn't expect Brian to pull that off anymore.
So what
that's-
about next round? CP is a clean slate because he's playing a better team.
No, it's not. Oh, next round?
Yeah, next round. Because
He's-
Booker might. I don't think
Same
Booker will play
standard.
next round.
No, same standard, but I'm not gonna hold that much against him as opposed to holding him for the first round because you should be able to beat the
Denver.
Pelicans.
Pelicans.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure,
Now he goes up against Utah or even Luka with Dallas. No, I'm not gonna hold him losing that series against him if he loses because Booker doesn't come back. But the Pelicans, that's your first round.
Pelicans.
Right.
Pelicans matter. I just want to say when it comes to longevity though, like we can't get so used to like what's going on and just like gloss over it. Like that's the thing, man. Like you talking about miles on your body. Like it takes a lot for these players. For him to still be playing at elite level, that counts. Same thing with Vince and Tracy. Vince kept playing. I seen a lot of people put Vince over Tracy because Tracy was done. Vince kept playing.
Right.
Tracy was done to injury.
That's what I'm saying. And
he still
because
was done,
Vince
and
was still
here.
going,
But
the narrative changed of now Vince being better than Tracy all the time.
But like you said, we have to be consistent. And what I mean with being consistent is while we, again, I'm going to say we commend the people for being able to play that level and play that long. The level of their achievement, their magnitude of their achievement should not matter as much. If we're going to say the magnitude of them not achieving something doesn't matter the way they can't drop because their legacies already solidified what they did in their prime.
Yeah.
Then they shouldn't be able to jump so far up neither because of what they're doing. Because they playing a long time.
Yeah.
No.
Like I said,
depends what you do. That's what I'm saying. CP can only add if he takes his team to the finals and wins the next round. He's not supposed to. He's not supposed to without Booker. That's an ad.
To me, in this era, is not a big deal to me. Like I said,
but you contribute to the medicine and everything that they do.
Yeah, as things change, you take care of your body different, and people do different. Not every player is built like that to do it, but
he said it. He said himself. He's been doing it.
He
said he was vegan now.
Like I said, even with the whole situation with LeBron, like I said, you gonna commend him for scoring 30 something points a game. All right, if you want to commend him, then he also got to take the criticism to the fact that you wasn't a leader and you wasn't playing defense. You know what I mean? You can't talk about him on the offense and then the fourth quarter you ain't scoring no points. You know what I mean? You scoring all your points in the first three and you chilling in the fourth.
All right, but here's a question. Does anything? All right, this is where I want to see if it's consistent. Does anything he can do that can either propel him? Because I know you don't have him past MJ. Is there anything he can do that can propel him past Jordan or drop him below?
No,
hold on, or drop him below Kobe.
Below Kobe? Nah, he passed that a long time ago.
So he's locked in regardless of what
wherever he at, no matter what he does, he's locked in.
That's what I'm saying. It's got to be consistent then. That's what I'm saying.
That's saying the same thing I just said to CP. That's the same. You basically agree with CP.
I'm not saying you wrong. All I'm saying is people.
He said he locked in no matter what happened. That's what I said.
No, but you saying them doing something at this level is amazing. To me, it's not. Is all I'm saying.
But see that because you always took that stance, but nothing backs that up, right? Like players are getting injured now just as much as
more
so
are they.
Right, but medicine ain't changing injuries. You still getting injured.
I'm just saying players are playing long.
The recovery time changes, but you're still injured.
The ability to come back when an injury is
right.
Depends on the
chambers.
player,
you ain't had no
Kawhi
chambers you can lay in. Well, Kawhi
been out for years.
Kawhi is soft.
True,
he's a different
but the
player.
fact that he can still come back, whereas a player somebody else got injured like back in the 80s,
it depends. Dominique Wilkins tore his ACL and came back like the next and dropped 30 that same year, the next year. So it's certain players. If you built like a freakish athlete, you'll come back for it. Blake tore his ACL when he came back next year. It was Blake dunking all over again.
Mental.
It depends. People
I think it's just a mental thing.
It's part mental.
It depends. Injury.
It's part mental. It's part medicine.
Yeah,
especially with CP with the injuries he had in his career. I would think we give him a little bit of grace here. Injury prone. It's not like his body is tip top shape right now. He kind of wounded. I'm not shocked if he just last year.
Just for me, because of
as far as injury wise, his body holding up. Next year he drops off back. I would expect it.
Just for me, from where I hold him, for the fact that he still showed that he still is a star player. Because he was in the MVP conversation last year. They even almost tried to put him in
this year too.
Right, they even tried to put him in this year. So that means he's still right. So what I'm saying is with him, he can't drop. I mean, his play just completely drop off the face of the earth, and then I'm still going to say, all right, he don't.
Well, nobody going to really drop.
You know what I mean? You don't step up for your team when your team needs you to step up. Because this is where you gotta say, all right, Book held it down for me when I wasn't here. I gotta hold it down for Book until Book get back. Until Book get back. Yeah, you're not gonna be able to put up Book numbers, but you gotta hold the team down until Book get back.
But depending on who you play, if you play Golden State, he gonna need.
Every quarter.
That's he's not gonna be able to do that.
That's an impossible mission.
That's a different team.
Right, that's an impossible mission.
Right, but it goes down to his play. Right, we're not talking about beating him. Y'all talking about his play. But if he can't keep up with a Golden State,
but he go down swinging.
But if he averages 22,
he goes down swinging.
Right, but that's 22. That ain't what y'all saying. That ain't. That's average.
That's about his average.
No, you talking about what Booker down? Now you need to be up more than that.
Yeah.
So he 22 ain't gonna be enough.
No, he got to do about 24, 26 a game.
Yeah,
I ain't disagree with that. No, he got to do about 24, 26 a game.
You know what I'm saying? It might be. Remember, he had to guard Steph and run all around. It's a lot, bro. It's not. We can't just the human body. We gotta.
It's the human body, but then you yourself.
Do we give her the
But you gotta take in credence. You put yourself in that category when you make the statements you say.
So did Mike drop down his Wizards years?
Huh?
Did Mike drop after his Wizards
Yeah,
years?
he dropped to 20 points a game.
No, like did he drop and anybody rank it? Like did we go back to the Wizards years and be like, nah, Mike, nah, man, Wizards years, you was kind of trash, bro. Like
But he
I don't
wasn't
know what
trash
ranking-
during that era. With his stats, it wasn't trash.
Nah, but he was pretty bad. It wasn't what Mike was held up standing.
He wasn't- he
and they
wasn't-
kept missing the playoffs. So we hold it. We be like, damn, Mike, like I gotta take some points off, bro. Like you was 38, 39, but you missed the
No, you don't
playoffs,
remember
man. What we doing?
Well, see, the problem with that is you gotta have context with that. He said in every freaking interview they asked him. He even said it when they came to the first
What's
game.
that?
Yeah, no, that is robbery. He even said it when they first interviewed him the first game he came back. He said, so what? So you came back to take the Wizards to the playoffs? He said, playoffs is not even on my page. He said, I just came back to educate, to teach, and just enjoy playing. He said, we make the playoffs, fine. If we don't, I'm not here for that.
That's a more knock. Why are you playing if you're not trying to go to the ultimate goal? Like,
Because the reason why he's playing, he said it because remember he was the owner of the squad.
Right.
He was the owner.
I get it.
He said he was watching as a player. No, he said
This ain't a good look.
I know. I'm just saying
This ain't a good look what y'all saying right now.
what he's watching as a player was he didn't like. So he came. He wanted to play with the guys and show them how he wanted them to play because he said talking wasn't working.
And quiet as a kid, like I said, he was an owner, and people don't want to admit it, he was still invested in the team.
Yeah,
And that
he wanted to make
was
sure they
getting money.
winning. Right, he's
And he
getting
was
money.
his
Money.
It may not have been on record, but he was still getting
His money, and remember
a
he
owner.
donated his whole because we was at war that time. He donated his whole paycheck to
Right.
the war effort.
Right.
So,
You're owner of a team, you want to make sure your investment paying out. And if he played, all the ticket sales sold out once he came.
yeah.
So if you got
So that was more about money.
if you got somebody neck and neck with somebody like ranking wise, right? And say, I mean, in fact, say not even neck and neck. Say if it like there's a gap there. So I'm gonna say maybe who is close to somebody like Hakeem
As far as
in his position.
but right now,
Just close to him, yeah. They need something to jump above him,
we're playing now.
or just period, or any comparison.
Only person
Who,
that goes,
Rudy,
No, I'm just trying to think
Joel,
of somebody who's really not. Joel ain't even got a ring yet, so he probably.
Not even really.
I'm trying any comparison, any player, somebody like right
Dwight?
close. Not
No.
even. I'm talking about like any position. Don't even get off Hakeem.
All right.
Anybody.
Well, we
That's like
talking about
right
with rank?
there. Just right there. Player comparison. Like they need something else just to hop over. Let's go with CP. CP and Magic. All right, right. If CP get a ring, is he
no,
there?
no,
All right.
With
He's
Magic?
no,
yeah.
No.
no.
Oh, Isaiah. Isaiah. Is he
Yes.
over Isaiah?
I don't think so. Just because what Isaiah did, man. You gotta think
Isaiah
about the
was-
finals.
Isaiah
You got
was-
two.
He
Yeah.
got 2 rings, but Isaiah.
You gotta
was-
weigh it more, man.
Right,
No,
right.
but Chris Paul, 36.
Played injured.
The Suns was out the
beat
playoff
the
before
team.
CP got there.
He was beating them with
But you gotta take into account Mark McGuire. You gotta take into account.
no
Adrian
one game. That one game,
He did one game.
and they still won, man. That one game, it matters.
Isaiah.
It matters.
It matters.
Played on a sprained ankle.
Oh no,
It matters.
they lost.
I'm saying, still, man.
But
out
he
there hustling.
lost.
We missing.
They won two. He got two.
We missed some context here.
Right,
He got two.
Hold on. Before CB got there, Suns wasn't even in the playoffs.
I know that's what I'm saying. I'm
These
about
are,
to-
no. I'm saying this is a super young team. If he was able to win a ring with them, that means a whole lot. It ain't gonna be not even top 5. It's up there, top 5 impressive turnarounds and rings.
turned around the
this
whole
team wasn't even
franchise.
on the radar 2 years ago. Like that
He
was
wasn't winning either. Until Isaiah came, he wasn't winning.
Time out. Actually, and I hate to say this because I should just let that slide and let CP get the credit for that. You do know that Phoenix was like creeping up because they went on that whole undefeated run.
Right, in the bubble.
In the bubble,
They
the
was
year before
undefeated.
CP got
Yo,
there.
Everybody was mad because they didn't give in.
Right.
Yeah, but y'all missing a big chunk of that year. That year they went 8.
Oh no, they was horrible.
No, yeah, they ain't on the bubble. Their record was like 36
Yeah, they
or
was-
something.
they was
bad.
horrible that
I'm just saying,
year.
as far as longevity goes, it's going to be a thing that continues to happen because I've seen people, bring up the topic because you're going to see LeBron in here for another 3-4 years. CP probably for another 2.
Right.
Probably 2. Players are going to, some players are going to be playing longer. Some players aren't, whatever. A lot of records are going to be broken. A lot of time for them to continue to add to their legacies where we never see other players, do that at that certain age. Like you could see Kevin Durant winning a ring at 38 and be like, dang, he's still dropping 25 a game at 38. Like, you're like, wow. Like, how do you look at that? Like, it's just like,
True.
is that like super impressive? Like, you like,
In this day,
In this day and age, it's not to me.
it's not as impressive as I would have held it before because you have the ability to play longer now. You have that ability because the game gives you that option now.
There's more knowledge,
Not being
everything.
an offensive game.
But you'll never be able to top of your game that long.
Oh no, not to be able to top of you, but you talking about winning a championship at age 37.
That's saying like he's still averaging like 25.
Yeah. Even if he don't, he could probably get on a team where he come off the bench averaging 17.
No, I'm saying even if he averaged 25, team go to the championship. A lot of players, even with the medicine, they don't still be productive at that age. Like,
well, your skill set and the way you play the game plays into effect.
and
like
what
that.
kind of injuries you do get.
Yeah, that
right?
too,
You
yeah,
get
yeah.
two
Right.
Achilles, and
Yeah, right.
you play. You know,
True.
you might be like we seen Blake. Blake is washed. He done. Right?
Right.
You know,
You know,
he used to be a walking 20 off of dunks. Like now he can't. Do that. So no matter what medicine you got in the world,
Right.
your body gonna depends what injuries you get. Your body gonna break. So I guess it all depends on relatively what it is. But that you won't hear this convo again.
Oh yeah,
it's gonna pop up again.
Yeah, it's gonna come back. It's gonna come back.
As long as some of these players continue to play.